Welcome to Danu on Fire right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. I need to tone my voice down a little bit today because I'm speaking to Tharshana and we are at Kiko Colombo and it's one of my favorite places and we have not been here in so long. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So Tharshana is very much in demand when it comes to fashion, but more than anything you created a place for yourself in terms of what you create. It is what you draw, it is what you create, so there's never going to be an issue, or did you buy this off Pamanur?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
That's never going to happen. So tell me about this, when did you mix art and fashion together?
I was into art since I was in school. So
Right.
my mother saw the talent and she has been encouraging me ever since. So right after school, like I left school after O-levels and I joined an art school where I learned about sculpturing, oil on canvas, different mediums. And then I actually studied makeup, hair and beauty as well while I was doing all this, which that was like my very first step into the industry. I got to know a lot of people and then got a lot of exposure as well, and then I studied fashion. So I did my degree in fashion, then only I started the brand. That's like the summary, but like in 2018 only we started the brand. So we launched the brand with Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week and then we started retailing at Urban Island, and then the journey starts basically.
Right. Did you ever think that this stepping into fashion, and especially you sort of created men's and the ladies range.
Yeah.
Did you think this vision that you have, like these are all what you draw,
Yes.
that it'll take off?
See, so we started with women's wear. We never thought
Men will want to wear this.
we did a very limited small collection for menswear and it actually got very
Sold
big.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sold out very quickly and the response was much better. And because I think the prints got a lot more attention than the silhouette, the fabric, it was uncommon. So we focused on Sri Lankan grown flowers. So you can find like Western flowers like roses and lilies everywhere, but not Sri Lankan flowers on a fabric, right?
Correct.
So when we started creating this fabric, we got a lot of attention. And then the silk shirts were not so popular back then, but then we started and people liked the material. They were like, okay, this is actually not very hot, because people always think the silks are very warm. But our silk shirts are not very warm, it's very flowy, breathable.
Yeah.
So it started getting a lot of attention and we started doing menswear and then
More.
And now it has been our bread and butter.
Menswear is your biggest
Yes,
sale.
definitely. Biggest, yeah.
Women have ditched you.
No. So we do cater for women.
Yeah,
so
but you do your saris and all.
yes,
Yeah.
we do saris, we do clutches, camis, tops as well. But we also want to move on to dresses in future. But definitely we don't want to move away from menswear because it has been very popular
Right.
so far.
Yeah, menswear is really good, and I'm the one who sort of forced him to get into
We did
2XL.
you a pattern, yeah.
2XL. Now that 2XL has just shrunk on me. I think the sizing has gone wrong because when you wear silk, it has to be bigger, never
Yeah.
the body size.
We need to do a new pattern for you.
Don't put it that way. I told you how much to take on either side.
Yes.
Yeah, because
do
I
agree.
feel like silk should flow and never hug.
Definitely.
So I can
Oversized
sit
better.
peacefully. Otherwise, the buttons become bullets.
Yeah. You can take off your buttons, and wear it loose.
Yeah, how loose? All the way down. But now, when it comes to making an order from you, you have to sit through patiently.
Yes.
If it's going to be curated.
Yeah. You mean custom made?
Yeah. Do you draw specifically for somebody and then print it and make it?
So the printing and the drawing takes the most time of the process. So for me, if it's a concept, I take 3 or 4 weeks just to draw the elements. So when that happens, we focus on more bulk productions.
Yeah.
Because we can't sit and draw it for one specific client.
Yeah, true.
So
But have you ever done that?
at the very beginning, I had the time, so I did. Not anymore.
Yeah.
But if someone asks, can you change the background color? We still cater to it. So we do have a hand painted collection, whereas we hand paint directly onto the fabric. So that's a very limited collection.
I saw the black shirt.
Black with the dragon, yes.
Which was later on copied and put onto some.
Yeah.
We need to talk about that. Yeah.
So we do but then still that also takes time. So we right now focus on the more bulk and collection wise, because that makes more sense for us. But in future, when we maybe grow bigger, when I can hire more people, definitely I can cater to more custom made, limited,
But even if you hire, they're never going to capture the style of art that you do.
I'll have to train them and see how it goes.
But then
I'll be drawing definitely. But then they can maybe do the Photoshop
the
work and
illustration of it.
illustration.
Do you draw on paper still?
Yes, I draw on paper and then translate it onto the fabric.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a cool process. Well, Tharshana has definitely created a brand for himself, and there is actually a want, a need, and there's a demand when it comes to his creation. And I'm so happy I was able to have him on the show. It's breakfast time while we're shooting, and I can't think of a better place than being at Kiku. And let's get into a break because we gotta eat this. We'll see you right back. Welcome back to the show. It's Danu on Fire, and we are here at Kiku, Colombo. If you have not been here, it's a super place to be. The reason why I wanted to bring Tharshana here is because we did a photo shoot long time ago, and the pictures turned out beautifully.
Yes.
I think the light here is perfect for your fabric to really show.
Yes.
Now, I really have to ask about a goss from you. Now, recently, this went super viral. So, Tharshana did this shirt which had like this snake print on his...
No, it was a dragon.
A dragon, which was hand drawn, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not even a print. On a black shirt, which I also wanted, but that didn't happen. But then soon after that, we saw it on an online shopping mall.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I created it, I think, last year. So it was all hand done from metallic gold, and then I shared a process as well on TikTok, which had a very good response.
Viral is the word he wanted to use, but he didn't want to use it.
And then after a week, one night, it was Friday, I think, I get messages from my clients saying, hey, are you, because the hand painted shirts are very limited, we don't do many. It's just
and also
5
it's like
pieces.
direct to fabric, no?
Exactly, so it takes a lot of time, so we keep it like 5 maximum pieces.
In case you make a mistake, what happens then?
There are no accidents when it comes to hand paint. You can turn it to a piece
Another
of art,
thing, right,
you know?
right, okay.
So then I get few messages that night from clients saying, are you selling this shirt again? And they are selling it for much cheaper price. So, and then I reach out to the brand. So what they have done is they have cropped the dragon and put it onto a website image on a model. So I was like, can you guys take it down? And then they have not been responding, and then you can see they have seen the messages but not responding.
Right.
So then I was like, okay.
So they were not ideally selling that shirt.
So they are saying they want to get the orders, get the money, and I don't think they had a physical product. Definitely, I think it was a scam.
Dodge.
Yeah. So, and they have been reaching out to celebrities as well, saying that this shirt is available, you can purchase from us and all that. And then I reached out to them and they said, take it down, I'll give you guys one day. No response, seeing the messages.
You were kind.
I was very kind because I wanted to reach out to them personally. They have been sponsoring the post as well, so then I was worried that the clients will actually buy from them, which is not my product. So I created a post saying, this is the scam design, this is mine, these are the differences of this, and then that post went viral basically. And then a lot of people reach out to me, and then they have been sharing on their platforms, people I didn't know, and that just went viral. And then these guys are very angry because people have been reaching out to them
and saying, what are you doing?
Yeah, just take it down and all that. So still, nothing happened. They created posts saying this products are selling out. It shows like they have packages and they're selling them. I really don't think still they had a product. But then I was like, okay, this went for 2-3 days somehow. So I was like, okay, this is it. And this is during COVID, like the second wave or third wave. So I was like, I'm going to the police station because this is getting out of hand. And I sent them a message saying that. And the next day morning, they have taken it down. Just before I went to the police station.
So there was no one held accountable, there was nothing.
So we got to know the people who was behind it. We reached out to them personally saying, if this happened again, we will be taking legal actions directly against you guys. So we know who were behind it. Yeah.
Anyway, now this Tharshana, this brand doesn't, you know what I really like, it's an experience buying something from him. The outfit will come in a little box, or it will be wrapped, there'll be a personal note, there'll be something special about it. Although you have paid for it, you feel like you're buying a gift for yourself, and that feels really nice. Tell me, who are the people behind this brand?
Yes. So for us, packaging is very important, and then actually my brother and my partner are my business partners as well. So
right.
It's more like our family business. And my parents are also a part of it.
Everyone is there now.
So my parents look into inventory and then the packaging and then the quality control and everything. So I handle the creative side of it, and then my partners handle the business and other accounts and finances behind it. So definitely, I mean, all of our hard work is the Tharshana ways, definitely. That is it. And then so I also keep a very close connection with my clients. So each package is wrapped very carefully, send it out to them and with a little note. And then even when they get the package, I follow up and say, how is the feedback? And so because of this, my team only it has become this far. And then my partner is like my manager as well. So he manages and my timelines, and then the prince has to go on this time.
So he's the one I need to get hold of.
Yes, you should.
To get my shirts right.
And so they are very practical, you know, you have to make this many sales and stuff like that, so, which is important, I think, to have.
Otherwise, there's never going to be a balance in terms of life and your creativity. And creativity takes time.
Takes time, definitely.
But it's remarkable because of the fact that it has become, the minute they see it, they also refer to, oh, that's such a Tharshana, right? Or that itself, like even when they see a print somewhere, they're like, that's very much like a Tharshana creation. Which is remarkable, to create a brand that really goes into people's mind for you to say that. Tharshana is always a very simple, humble, approachable kind of a person, and I actually fell in love with his shirt, and that's how I initially got in touch with you.
Yeah, you actually have supported a lot as well, definitely.
Keep them coming, keep those prices coming. All right, we are actually today Tharshana brought a shirt for me to wear. The want was there for me to wear it.
Yes.
My stomach just didn't give in.
But don't worry, we are doing more shirts, so we'll get it done for you.
Let's get into a break. We'll see you right after, because we gotta eat this food. It's looking beautiful. Welcome back to the show. Our final segment with Tharshana on Danu on Fire. Would like to speak a little bit about something very important. Tharshana, you have come out proud about who you are, what defines you and what makes you happy. But how was it when you were growing up? And do you feel that your sexuality has been used in a wrong way as a weapon against you, or have people thrown that against you? You know, we live in a very cruel world.
So, I mean, that happened when I was in school, Danu, definitely.
Okay.
Like, I was different to everyone else, and then I kind of stood out, not in a good way for them. It was like a targeted to get bullied. But I would say, like, I knew there's a whole world out there after this. So I kind of went through, and I was very patient.
But were you broken within? Because there are a lot of kids who face depression at that point.
Definitely. There were days that I was going through there were difficult days, but also I had a lot of support from my parents, right? Thing is, always there was like, okay, this is not it. School life is not everything. You know, there's a whole world out there after this. So for anyone who's going through something, I would say, just don't change who you are for anyone. That's what I did. I never really still I stood out, but I never really changed for anyone.
But your mom and dad were accepting. They loved you no matter what.
See, they didn't know my sexual preferences or anything like that. They just loved the way I am, and they have been supporting since I was a kid. So me not changing myself and not knowing that there's a whole world out there kind of made me go through the whole process.
Social media is a cruel place to be. And people say all sorts of things because they can say it and they can leave and they don't worry about the repercussions. How have you coped with that?
This is the thing that, so my work, it's all about my work. So I am myself is not out there publicly much. So I haven't really come across that much. But for me, what I went through is in school, but then after that, I haven't really put myself out there myself. It's all my work, and that's one of the reasons I don't want people to judge me. So it has been all about my work.
And that's amazing.
That's all about my art. I want people to know my work, then they kind of know me, I would say.
Yeah. Well, you know that saying what they say, slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
That has been Tharshana. Your collaborations have been phenomenal because I have seen international brands collaborate with some brilliant brands. But I think you're the only designer who has collaborated with an international brand.
So last year I collaborated with Tresemme.
Yeah,
That was one of my biggest achievements because so we created a scarf collection for Tresemme and then we sold it as a gift pack with every Tresemme bottle that was sold.
Wow.
So definitely that was amazing. And then
how many did you make then?
We did 1,000 scarves.
Oh God.
That was amazing, and then the campaigns were great. Jacqueline Fernandez was part of the campaign, and that was definitely amazing. And then I worked with local artists as well. So I worked with Adna. I'm actually wearing her today. I worked with the Navya clutches as well, and then Shirohana flowers.
Right.
So I feel like collaborations are so important for me because two brands come together, two worlds come together, and they create this one product. That is very important for me. And then last year I collaborated with Fashion Market, so we created handloom saris. They were all hand woven by artisans, and then I hand painted with another lady. So I trained this lady and then we worked on them together. So then we sold and we gave a presentation to the artisans as well.
That's amazing. Hand painting is not an easy task.
Definitely not. But I love doing it because that's exactly what I love.
Because that's like 6 yards of fabric. You can't mess around with it.
So we focus on like the pallu area, the pleats and everything.
Yeah, but yes.
Definitely it takes a lot of time. It takes like 5 days to do one sari. So then what I did was I did one sari and then I trained the lady to do the other saris. So then that's how it worked.
What do people say, like, you don't need to charge so much for it?
Actually, surprisingly, no.
That's amazing.
Yes, so
that's amazing.
they don't say that. They know that how much hard work I put into each product. They have been amazing. I'm very grateful for my clients. I have created a very loyal client base throughout. And I feel very fortunate, definitely.
That's amazing. Actually, today somebody needs to buy a shirt and I've actually come to pick one up and send it across. Nice. So just want to let you know, always celebrate our talent, celebrate our creators who are contributing towards developing our culture and keeping our economy moving in some way or the other. I know you love sweets, so shall we just get into it? He has been eyeing this from the time it came there. So
not sharing.
Only you can eat and remain the same size. I have a pair of white jeans.
I'm very careful with these white jeans.
Oh, I look like, what are those things that you find in the snow area? What are those bears called?
What do you mean?
Polar bears? Yeah, like an obese version of it. Not even a good version. On that note, we are wrapping things up. Thank you so very much to Kiku for hosting us. As always, it has been amazing. We will see you soon with another cool episode to Danu on Fire. Till then, you keep smiling. It's a wrap.